I'm Colin Singer, immigration lawyer and managing partner of Immigration.ca. Canada Immigration News Articles, September 2015. Closing our doors to the world. Many people think of Canada as one of the most welcoming countries in the world. Sadly, that is no longer true. Since 2008, it has become harder to get into Canada, to stay here permanently, and to become a citizen. This is due to a steady stream of changes by the federal government that affect virtually all aspects of our immigration and refugee policy. Many of the changes came without public discussion or debate, with the Minister of Citizenship and Immigration having the power to make significant changes by issuing ministerial instructions to immigration officers, thereby bypassing the democratic parliamentary process. Despite immigration remaining fairly constant at approximately 260,000 individuals per year over the past 10 years, more people in the economic class have been selected, fewer in the family class, and far fewer refugees. Canada's per capita immigration rate has fallen below the 0.8% level, a metric that was predominant prior to 2006. With a current population of just under 36 million, Canada should be admitting 288,000 newcomers to Canada annually just to maintain its historical rate of immigration. This represents a huge shortfall in human capital benefit to Canada. In 2014, refugees represented less than 9% of the immigration flow to Canada, while the economic class rose to nearly 70%. A new system called Express Entry for the management of economic immigrants was introduced in January 2015. The mid-year report of the program, issued in July, indicates that 85% of successful applicants were already living in Canada as temporary residents. This indicates a move toward a two-step immigration process where individuals first come to Canada as temporary workers or international students and then try to make the transition to permanent residence. The number of individuals holding temporary work permits in Canada more than doubled between 2005 and 2013. Many temporary workers, particularly those in lower skilled occupations, are ineligible to apply for permanent residence, while the rest are potentially competing with each other, international students and individuals from around the world, for the approximately 78,000 spaces available to applicants each year. Under Prime Minister Harper's watch, there is an increasing perception that Canada promotes an exploitive, revolving door system that readily disposes its foreign workers. For those who manage to become permanent residents, whether in one step or two, changes to the Citizenship Act have made it much harder for them to obtain Canadian citizenship. As a result, fewer will apply and succeed in becoming citizens, the true indicator of belonging and becoming a part of this country. Those who obtain citizenship may now be at risk of losing it due to policies in which dual citizens can have their citizenship taken away with more ease. Recent changes have made it practically impossible for individuals in Canada to sponsor their parents or grandparents for permanent residence, while children over age 18 are no longer considered to be dependents who can be sponsored or accompany their parents to Canada. Sponsored spouses now enter Canada on a conditional basis for their first 2 years. Perhaps the harshest changes since 2008 have been those aimed at refugees and refugee claimants, from policies that deny essential health care to those that assume people are not legitimate refugees simply because they are from countries that our government has deemed to be safe. Hungary is one such supposedly safe country, despite its appalling treatment of Roma and other minorities. Earlier this year, the government publicly committed to accepting 10,000 Syrian refugees over the next 3 years. Yet, compared to other countries, there has been little government action to respond quickly and deliver meaningful results on this developing international crisis. Immigration policy decisions affect how Canada is perceived around the world and will shape our nation for generations to come. As a country, we have benefited enormously from previous generations of immigrants. It is important that the next party to ascend into power give priority to addressing these failures. Source: The Toronto Star.